Please give her introduction. Ankita, I am surprised actually. Really, I have to tell. You had your one paper you have published in science, this thing genetics, okay?
I'm a co-author.
But co-author means you have done something. Then you switched over to law. Again, in copyright, patent, tomorrow research is more in this thing. But why is this combination? Then now you are switching over to civil service.
So the course that is offered by Rajiv Gandhi School is a unique course which brings in synergy between law and science. Only science graduates and postgraduates are eligible for that course.
That's it. But you have a paper already published. That goes to waste. So you didn't want to pursue the research career there.
So that course fascinated me, so I decided to join it.
Okay. Okay. What is haploid and diploid? Can you tell me? Division, haploid, division, diploid. This haploid and diploid condition में तो बता लो chromosome.
So that is single zygote and double zygote in diploid.
In the context of cell division, different cell.
Sorry, I can't recollect.
Recollect? My goodness.
It's been 6 years.
What is CRISPR technology? Forgotten. So now you are okay. Do you know in patent how many patent applications there is a office? Which office monitors any patent applications?
So the Indian Patent Office, which is headquartered at Kolkata.
There is a called citation index. Do you know it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
The higher is the citation index, the better the better degrees you have in research.
Means your research paper is cited by many people. So that higher the citation index means you are a good researcher. So you have a right to patent actually something. Patent कार कौन है फिर को? Which thing can be patented?
The patent either process ro hai paribo kiba product ro hai paribo.
अच्छा माने India position quote in patent application India position quote in number of research publications and patent claim made. Where India stands? Have any idea?
So India is faring well.
That is known as the innovative index. Which country is far ahead of others? As in the patent application was China. China is actually first. America in terms of the innovative index. How do you think that law shall you make a very good use when you join this service? Because you are when you have your LL degree with this thing, but this thing won't come into picture when you join civil service, patenting, copyright, breach. You have no scope to know. But how your law degree can help you to be a better administrator? Have you ever conceived of this?
In this course, we have been taught other courses that are prescribed.
You have been taught. What I want to in the practical field as you enter, how you will make use of this thing? That I am telling you.
So like Constitution, CPC, IPC and CRPC were also taught.
Yes.
So the CRPC and
The democracy is a basic feature. Democracy is a basic feature. But our model of governance, what is the basic feature? There is something called rule of law. What does that mean?
The rule of law was taken from UK and it was a concept given by Lord.
What does it mean? I don't mean where it has been borrowed or what it implies.
So it means that the laws have to be followed and the expressions, procedure established by law and due process of law accrue to that concept.
That means there is a scope for judicial review and judicial scrutiny. Whether that law stands to the judicial this thing as constitutional, it's constitutional. So that is the rule of law. Now there will be anarchy. What is the retiring age of a judge of Supreme Court?
62.
Hey, बहुत clean bold level. 62 केम दिया Supreme Court judge, High Court judge. Just reverse. Hey, just try to revise it. Okay. Acha, what is Article 32?
So it talks about prerogative rights. It is a fundamental right which protects other fundamental rights.
No, that is very special. This thing, what is that thing? What that basically implies? The constitutional guarantee given to you. Constitutional guarantee to you when there is a violation of your fundamental rights. That means you can agitate the matter before
High Court and
No,
Supreme
no,
Court.
High Court there is a special article.
226.
এইটা কোড করব 32 টা
Supreme Court.
আচ্ছা কইলো the fundamental right and directive principle of state policy, what is the difference basically?
Sir, fundamental rights are enforceable, whereas DPSPs are not enforceable. And
What do you mean by that?
That's fine.
Enforceability and unenforceability.
So you cannot approach the court in case
Correct,
of
correct. Okay, I got
And,
it. ঠিক আছে, no, this should be brief and what I was আচ্ছা what is the article 356?
so it talks about proclamation of state emergency.
Under what conditions? Why so it will be
So there is for a failure of constitutional machinery in a state.
constitutional machinery. So there is a Bombay case judgment, which prevented a willful plea on seeking that the government had lost the confidence of the house. There was a declaration of emergency in the state. But the Bombay judgment put hold on that. Very famous Bombay judgment in 93-94. That judgment, what did it do? Supreme Court laid a guideline, means whether the majority or minority of the ministry will be proven in where it will be proven. Suppose there was an allegation that this ministry has lost the confidence of the house. By mere allegation, the president should be involved. But the ministry at the center, who is opposed to the state government, would have the recourse to declaring that emergency there, the dissolution of the ministry. But Bombay government put a check. The check means where the majority of that ministry will be proven. Majority of the ministry that they enjoy the majority support. Don't you know? Floor testing concept came. That means arbitrary is not a sweet will of the governor that the government has lost majority. So it will be proven in the floor of the house. Who appoints governor?
So the president.
The president. Who appoints judges of High Court?
So the governor.
Huh?
In with the recommendation of Chief Justice.
No. Recommendation of Chief Justice. There is a body called
Colleges.
Collegium. Comprising 5 most senior judges of the Supreme Court. Acha, tell me how many number of blocks are there in the state? Number of blocks? How much state?
So 314.
314. Then there is been special constitutional provision for which PRI institutions have come up. What is that constitutional provision? Which article?
243.
243. It was not there. There was the 73rd constitutional amendment which gave rise to the local self-government. That has a constitutional status. What is the title of the PRIs? What is the title?
3 tier.
Okay. First down. The lowest round. Panchayat.
Yes.
Then
Panchayat, Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Jilla Parishad.
correct. What is scheduled area? I don't know. There is have you heard of what Pesa?
Sorry?
Pesa. अच्छा जो how many category of urban local bodies are there? What are the category?
So municipal corporation.
Correct.
Municipality. Then notified area council.
Which is the parameter that differentiates the three? On what basis these are differentiated? Population, correct. When one will be a municipal corporation, what is the minimum population it must have?
So if the population is more than 1 crore.
1 crore.
5 lakh.
Don't guess, don't block. Okay. Acha, how many corporations are there in our states?
5.
Tell.
So Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, Rourkela,
Correct.
Berhampur,
Correct. Doubt why we were defeated? You are correct. Absolutely correct. How many subdivisions are there? Don't know. Okay, 58. One of that, most important. How many urban local? What is the difference between urban and rural? We say that this is a urban area, rural area. What parameter determines this? The population, corporation, municipality, and notified area council. So what decides that which is a urban area, which is a rural area?
Sir, in rural areas, mostly the means of livelihood is agriculture.
Correct.
And,
Correct. Oh, okay, your point is taken care. That's good. I'm happy to learn. Odia Bhagavata ki election. Do you read books? ठीक है ओके ओडिया पढ़ाई तुम 10th रे पढ़ाई तुम को मीडियम आई थिंक यू आर फ्रॉम सेंट जेवियर सो आईसीएसई और सीबीएसई सीबीएसई ओ यू मस्ट अच्छा ओडिया भागवत के जान छ जयदेव भगवान कौन कहबा अच्छा महाभारत वेदव्यास कौन संस्कृत टीएससी हम पढ़ु वेदव्यास ओडिया जानी ना पढ़ू रे क्या कहुए व्यासकवि
ओडिशा व्यासकवि किए ना गोटे यूनिवर्सिटी अच्छी
हाँ चाप कैसे
हाँ
बहुत कष्ट बहुत स्वभाव कवि पाठ पढ़ने से अप टू स्टैंडर्ड 5th किए अच्छा 3 जन वुमेन फ्रीडम फाइटर कहलो
रामा देवी
करेक्ट
सारा देवी
करेक्ट
कुंतला कुमारी साहब
अच्छा कुंतला कुमारी शब्द कौन थे माने ही इज माने मोर नोन फॉर हर दो सी डॉक्टर नोन फॉर हर कौन पोएम्स गुड मन अच्छी गोटे मन अच्छी मन नहीं जाओ आई एम वेरी हैप्पी रिमेंबर कुंतला कुमारी साहब who the first woman chief minister of the state only so far only one who अच्छा do you think that you
Sapati think of
अच्छा who is the Odia woman to have bagged the Jnanapita award पत्ती है अच्छा सुनो last question from my side do you think being a woman do you feel that you are being discriminated you you need to be empowered you are weak vis-a-vis your male counterpart do you feel so very honest answer or what kind of safeguard do you expect so that you will be at par with your male counterparts
sir today in society still the patriarchal thoughts exist
define just I can accept it patriarchal how the thought of you have come because your parent told you to come over here
no sir
then how the patriarchal system does do they guide you do they influence you do they impose their willingness do this do that you cannot go is there a restriction on your choice of freedom
so there is no restriction on me that doesn't mean it's not there in the society
how can you is an extension of the society then you are presuming or it is happening your presumption or is a fact assessment
sir maybe there are still cases where there is no equal pay for there is for that reason there are laws that give equal pay for there's a equal remuneration
suppose you will get a lady OS officer about gent do you think there is a pay disparity
not in
then not no job government job you know that no in private it never there
so in unorganized sectors there
no never there have you come across don't speculate have you come across any situation really your own experience tell me you must have come through different things have you been differently treated when you were in colleges when you were preparing you were one of the few ladies who are into the science stream and STEM will be STEM will idea in circulation STEM what is that
science technology engineering and math
there was a presumption that there are fewer women but now that gap is narrowing so that means gradually our process of empowerment is happening so we are getting empowered but one thing what you say that in terms of security in terms of freedom because there are because of some issues there Acha, do you know sexual harassment in the in institutions in different places? Now there is a case. Kudi hitla, but now it is in the news. Kudi vartan chala Delhi re sexual harassment case was lost against whom? That is, he was an MP. He is an MP in fact. He was an MP. Do you remember?
Sports.
Actually, कौन अच्छी sexual harassment भी हमारे कौन विशाखा थे guideline उड़े हितला. What is that guideline? Do you remember basic thing? प्रत्येक institution में कौन थी दरकार? ICC कौन? Internal Complaint Committee. So you should know this. Basically, we go man, na sir, kindly.
You have covered everything.
Yeah.
I think you have covered everything.
And I said, "Abang, brother, I'm going."
Yeah. What is your self perception about yourself?
Sorry. What is your strength? That means.
Self
And what is it?
perception about yourself. In short, what is your strength?
Sir, I am honest and I have ethical values.
Ethical values. Do you know what is ethics? You raised the question ethical values, but what is ethics?
Sir, ethics means the conscience of not
Correct.
doing wrong.
Not doing wrong things. Acting as per your conscience. Conscience can never go wrong.
You are interested to go for civil service. But the problems you feel in Odisha, which you can help to remove it. What kind of problems? Or in priority basis, what are the problems?
Sir, when it comes to the implementation of schemes, then there are still ghost beneficiaries who are who, although they are sound in wealth, still they
Just enumerate. These are the problems.
Just nice. Be precise. The precision is key. Briefiness is your this thing, ornament. Don't make take a point, bullet point.
They are called beneficiaries.
sorry, sir.
You talk of beneficiaries of project schemes. Why do you call them beneficiaries?
So because
They are not beginning in competition. They have right to they are participants. They are no more beneficiaries. They are participants of those programs. You tell me, what is poverty? How do you define poverty?
sir, poverty is when sir, people do not have their adequate standard of living. They earn
Adequate or optimum? How poverty is measured? How will measure poverty of a village, of a district, or a sub-region?
so there are indices to measure.
There are two methods, one is poverty and poverty index. How poverty index is calculated?
Sir, per day income.
So what are we fixed now? To come under poverty line, what is the income per year, the family?
I can't read.
And you can tell me what are the programs the government of India going on for upliftment of poor people? What do you tell me 5-6 programs? Which one are
Name the
going on?
programs.
What programs going on?
So this is Mamta scheme for pregnant women and infants, so that they don't get affected with malnutrition and all. And then, sir, MGNRGA to provide employment
कितने employment for
for
infinity?
100 days.
Actually minimum.
So then, Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana for accessibility of health facilities.
Can you tell me how many programs, in number of programs going on in the country for up to how many programs are going on? You know it. About 22 programs are going on. Yeah, you tell me what is Sahitya Academy?
Sir, so it is an academy for that imparts education with regards to arts subject.
Where it started? Can you tell me what area India occupies in geographical sense in total world of the total world? How much area India occupies in percentage to the total surface of the world? In same context, how much area Odisha occupies in context of India? As geographical area in percentage. You know the tribal people. How many tribes are there in Odisha? What is the population? What is unique scheme has been implemented for tribal development? So these are very important things you must know. If you are coming to improve, we must know these things. You know what is human right? What is human right?
So those are the rights that are given by virtue of being a human that help him or her live a dignified life.
What is social security system that government has started using? Social security.
Sir, that gives means of livelihood and food.
By whose name state portion of Odisha pension scheme is going on pension widows.
And Madhu Babu pension.
Huh?
Madhu Babu pension scheme.
Right. Thank you very much. Do you feel that social science, what is the social aspect, has some impact in development? In social values, developmental system, does it regulate to some extent the development program of the country?
Because they lay down, so they have the parameters that have to be taken into consideration while framing those schemes and policies.
You know what is UGC?
University grants
Where
commission.
it started? Who is not this chairman of this? You tell me how many departments are there in the government of India to have administration? How many departments? Under ministry departments are there? How many? What are the independent bodies in India who are free of government for take decisions? How many are there?
Like UPSC,
UPSC, yes.
Then
Election Commission,
election commission.
Niti Aayog. Huh? You must very, coming for improvement, you must come in that spirit. To tell me, what is the food production status of India today? What is the milk production of India today? What is livelihood mission? Is going on every now, going on livelihood mission.
Livelihood mission is very common. Almost every state is implementing livelihood mission.
As out of your own experience, you ask me one question that you need, which can be helpful in your future. One question. The dark side of personal knowledge. You can have experts are here, huh?
Sir?
You ask any question to us, which will be helpful to you, your interview.
You can ask any question to
Any
the board.
question like.
Any question.